Wildfire destroys historic Grand Canyon Lodge. North Rim closes for the season. Two wildfires, the White Sage and Dragon Bravo fires, are raging near the Grand Canyon in Arizona, fueled by inaccessible terrain and strong winds. These lightning-ignited blazes have already scorched tens of thousands of acres and are currently 0% contained. The Dragon Bravo fire has tragically destroyed the historic Grand Canyon Lodge, a National Historic Landmark and the only lodging option on the North Rim. At least 70 structures have been lost in total, including the National Park Service's administrative building and visitor facilities. The destruction of the Grand Canyon Lodge, which opened in 1937, is a significant loss. Efforts to contain the fire through aerial water drops were hampered by a chlorine gas leak at a nearby water treatment plant, forcing the evacuation of firefighters from critical areas. The resulting health risk, coupled with the ongoing fire threat, has prompted the closure of the North Rim to visitors for the remainder of the year. Governor Katie Hobbs expressed deep sadness over the loss of the lodge and called for a thorough review of the federal government's emergency response. She stressed the urgent need for aggressive action to extinguish the fires and prevent further damage to this treasured Arizona landmark. The fires remain a serious concern, with the White Sage fire having burned nearly 50,000 acres and the Dragon Bravo fire consuming 5,700 acres. No injuries have been reported so far. In our next story, Jessica Alba's mystery man revealed as Captain America star. Actress Jessica Alba's recent airport trip with actor Danny Ramirez has fueled romance speculation. The pair were photographed together in Cancun, Mexico before flying to Los Angeles, prompting TMZ to identify Ramirez as Alba's mystery man, a title given to an unidentified companion seen holding hands with Alba in London earlier this year. While neither Alba nor Ramirez has commented on the relationship, the sighting follows Alba's February divorce filing from Cash Warren, her husband of 17 years. Alba and Ramirez's interaction at the airport was low-key, with no public displays of affection. This encounter comes after social media buzzed over the possibility of a connection between the two, particularly after Alba publicly congratulated Ramirez on his role in Avengers Doomsday on Instagram earlier this year. Although previous reports stated Alba wasn't seeing anyone specific following her separation, the recent photos have reignited romance rumors. Alba and Warren, who share 3 children, have maintained an amicable relationship since their separation, spending time together as a family even after the divorce filing. The actress has been open about challenges in her previous marriage, previously describing her and Warren's relationship as feeling more like roommates than a romantic partnership. The pairing of Alba and Ramirez, both successful actors, has generated significant public interest, with fans expressing excitement and speculation online regarding their potential relationship. Neither party has yet confirmed or denied a romantic connection.
In our next story, reports of U.S. children ingesting nicotine pouches surge, study says. A recent study reveals a staggering 763% increase in nicotine pouch ingestion among U.S. children under 6 over 3 years. This alarming rise coincides with a surge in the popularity of these flavored nicotine pouches, particularly brands like Zyn, heavily promoted online and by some media personalities. The pouch's appealing flavors, unlike traditional tobacco or vape products, make them less likely to be immediately rejected by young children, leading to accidental ingestion and severe health consequences. The study documented 39 cases with major medical outcomes, including seizures and respiratory failure, and tragically, 2 child deaths. While many exposures result in minor or no effects, the potential for serious harm, including heart failure, is significant, especially for young children. Experts emphasize the importance of responsible adult behavior, urging parents and caregivers to securely store nicotine pouches away from children's reach and avoid using them in their presence. The easy accessibility and appealing flavors are key concerns highlighted by the American Academy of Pediatrics. Dr. Molly O'Shea points out that the lack of strong negative taste often associated with other nicotine products makes these pouches especially dangerous for young children who may not immediately spit them out. This underscores the urgent need for increased awareness and safer storage practices to prevent further tragedies. Parents and caregivers are urged to call the Poison Helpline at 1-800-222-1222 if they suspect a child has ingested a nicotine pouch. Immediate medical attention is crucial in such situations.
In our next story, Starbucks to require employees in office 4 days a week, offer payouts. Starbucks is mandating a 4-day workweek in the office for its corporate employees starting this October. CEO Brian Niccol announced the change, offering a voluntary separation package with cash payment to those who prefer to leave the company rather than comply. Niccol cites the need for increased human connection and a focus on the company's turnaround strategy as the reasoning behind this decision. This move follows a series of actions aimed at revitalizing Starbucks' U.S. sales, including menu simplification, service improvements, and job cuts. The company recently cut 1,100 jobs and left hundreds of positions unfilled as part of a broader operational streamlining effort. While the company's market cap stands at $108.7 billion, the stock experienced a slight dip following a sell recommendation from Melius Research, raising questions about the success of the turnaround strategy. Starbucks' decision reflects a broader trend among companies bringing employees back to the office. This mandate follows similar actions by other large corporations including Walmart and Google, highlighting a shift in workplace policies toward increased in-person work. Niccol himself, while based in Southern California, primarily works from the Seattle headquarters. The change affects approximately 16,000 Starbucks employees who work outside of store locations.
In our next story, first look at new Harry Potter in costume from upcoming HBO series. HBO has unveiled the first look at Dominic McLaughlin as the new Harry Potter in its upcoming series reboot. Production has begun in the UK, with a premiere date slated for 2027. This fresh adaptation of J.K. Rowling's books will stand apart from the film series, featuring an entirely new cast. Joining McLaughlin as Harry are Arabella Stanton as Hermione Granger and Alistair Stout as Ron Weasley. Showrunner Francesca Gardiner and director Mark Mylod have praised the young actor's talent, generating considerable anticipation for their on-screen chemistry. The series boasts a stellar supporting cast, with renowned actors like John Lithgow as Dumbledore, Janet McTeer as Professor McGonagall, and Nick Frost as Hagrid, bringing their experience to these iconic roles. This highly anticipated HBO production promises a new generation's introduction to the magical world of Harry Potter, offering a fresh perspective on the beloved story.